future, entertainment will be randomly generated.
Randomly generated?
Randomly generated.
And he was right. And he was right. He told this to us like 10 years ago, man. He told this to us like 10 years ago. But nobody listened. Because they thought he was a fool. They took him for just like some kind of cucumber. You know what I mean? A cucumber talking to a tomato. But he was right. He was right, man. He predicted the future. But I want to talk about prediction, okay? You know what? I think I'm just going to do like 18 million Mr. Bones runs today. I just feel like it, to be completely honest. Let's go over here. Oh, I don't really need that. But I want to talk about predicting the future. Why it's like not really a thing that exists. Oh. Or like a thing that ever comes to fruition. Like I don't think it's real. I think it's like fraud territory, if that makes any sense. I don't believe in psychics, personally. For reasons I can't really refute, I do believe in prophets. But like should I get into that? You know what? First of all, I want to talk about like the idea of predicting the future, okay? Because I think everyone can do it, to be honest. Because the thing that separates predicting the future and being like some kind of fraud, like a false prophet or whatever, is whether or not you get things right, okay? It is not your thought process behind things. It is not your, I guess, knowledge of a situation. No, it's whether or not you got anything right. Which is a weird like kind of metric because it's not really scientific. Oh. But like that is what determines whether or not you are a true, I guess, prophet or whatever. Huh. It's not like any kind of like variable that you yourself can change. It's kind of like, did it or did it not happen? Was it a yes or a no? I don't want to say it's like a 50-50 because it barely ever is, but like it's just a weird kind of like metric to base things on. Huh. Like I know. Whoa. Did she? I got Magnolia. Okay, I got Magnolia. She was done. She was done to rights. She was cooked. But it's okay. Anyways, let's continue. Like, even psychics, like the ones with the crystal balls, the ones with the what is it? Tarot cards. Do you think constellations also count? Do psychics also do constellations, or is that just like is that like another kind of profession? Well, I think it's still psychics, right? They give you the birthstones or whatever. And like assign your name to a certain personality. Remember when like having certain personalities assigned to certain names was like a big thing? Everyone searched up their name over on Urban Dictionary, and it was right about like a lot of things most of the time. But like it was really vague and like it could apply to basically anyone. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what psychics do. They make it so that how do you say, whatever they say, whatever conclusion they come to, it's vague enough so that it can apply to everyone. Ooh. You know what I mean? Let's say it's tarot cards, okay? One sec. Let's say it's tarot cards, okay? And you get, I guess the death card. The death card's the only one I really know, to be completely honest. It means that you're gonna lose something soon, or there will be a loss of something. And when's the last time that you like ever lost something? And it happens like basically every day, right? Ain't no way. I lost the game of Rabbit Hole. You know what I mean? You either lose like something big or something small. You maybe like lost your balance whenever you trip. Maybe you lose a game of Rabbit Hole. Maybe you lose the ball whenever you're playing basketball or whatever. Maybe your team loses the World Cup. Okay, there's like a million things that could have been. And the chances of you not losing anything is like slim to none. That's how psychics work, okay? They play the odds in a way that like favors them having like some kind of relevance in your life. That's what they do. That's always been what they do. Same thing for constellations, but they do like this one thing where it's a little bit more positive focused, I guess you could say. Like they try to link your birth to like a positive thing. You know what I mean? They'll only tell you good things. Yes, they'll have the pros and the cons, but honestly the cons can be twisted to be good things as well. Let's say you're stubborn. No, what the heck? How did you reach that far? How did she reach that far? Okay, whatever. She's just goated today. She's just the boss of all time. I think I'm just gonna do bones runs for like the rest of the year, honestly. Or maybe until I reach 500 videos. We'll see. But yeah, personally, I don't believe in psychics because I know how they work. I know that they just play the odds. They do the most light, or no, they try to give you vague answers to things that you've already, like, done. Whoop. One sec. So you can draw your own conclusions much, much easier than it would be to, like, I guess, like, relate it to, like, something specific. Like, if a psychic told you, I don't know, you're going to drive on a street with 3 letters. That's way too specific. They're not going to tell you that, okay? They're not going to tell you that information. It's way too little. I mean, it's way too much for them to even, like, calibrate. And it's highly unlikely. So, well, depending where you live or whatever, but, like, long story short, they can't really make that something that is going to happen or rely on that being something that is going to happen. You know what I mean? Please don't do this to me. That little guy. He is one of the most terrifying things in this game. He is a very, very, very terrifying thing. Yep. Oh, okay, we're playing the super safe today. Oh. And that's why I don't believe in psychics, or at the very least, the ones with, like, tarot cards and, what do you call it? That's a lot of money, actually. We have a lot of money today. Because the first floor, we can go back over here. We can go to the beggar man. The begging man's. Get some money. Sell him Moko's head. Get some money. I will go back. I will go back over here just to go get Moko's head, yes. I don't know. Maybe today's the day we beat something in this bounds. Where is it? Oh, this isn't even the room. There you are. You know what? I'll carry to you. But yeah, no. Psychics, and I'm just gonna put them under the umbrella of, like, psychics, the name psychics, because I think they're kind of like the same thing all over and around. Including the palm readers. Yes, the palm reader. I don't believe in palm reading, okay? I think, like, Jaden Animation said that she's gonna get, like, 3 sons, I'm pretty sure. She got, like, her palm read, and they said there were, no, not 3 sons, 2 sons or whatever, or 2 kids. She had, like, 3 psychics tell her that, and apparently everyone's relating it to the fact that, like, I mean, she's, I think it was, like, aromantic. I'm not really sure, but, like, she does not want, like, you know, any kind of romance or whatever. I'm pretty sure. I think it was something else. It's something in that vein, though, but, like, she was not planning on having kids anytime soon. Or ever, basically. But then everyone in the comments was like, oh, it's definitely, like, what do you call it? You're 2 birds. Which, I know, that is actually kind of a cool little coincidence. There's 2 birds, and they said they were gonna have 2 sons. Like, okay, that's kind of, like, accurate. Like, that's not what they said. That's not what they said. It was vague enough to, like, relate to the 2 birds thing, but, like... And you do take care of them as if they were, like, you know, kiddos. But you see what I mean? Like, they can basically relate to anything. Was this matter a little bit more specific than the rest? Yeah. But, like, they can. I don't know. I don't believe in psychics for the reason that, like, they kind of play more in probability than actually telling, like, big specifics. You know what I mean? And then they tell you to buy their, like, keychains. Like, oh, you will not have bad dreams if you buy the dream catcher. I actually had 2 dream catchers in my room. I never bought one, but, like, my parents kind of just put them inside my room and it was like, go to town with it. If I go to town with it, I mean, like, you know, just have it in the room. I don't really know what they do. I know they, like, catch nightmares at the very least, I think. I think that's, like, the whole draw for them, if I remember correctly. Never got really too much into psychic item, how do you say, discovery? Oh. Or I didn't really read up on it too much, besides tarot cards, because tarot cards were cool and hip and, like, awesome and stuff. But other than that, I didn't really pay too much attention. Oh. Oh. I might actually beat the tank twins today, you know what I mean? Oh. A little bit early, but we're okay. Yippee! We got full damage. We're doing well today. Okay. He says he's about to, like, explode by a fiery little man. Because I'm not saying that to predict. Also, actually, you know what? I want to talk about this kind of prediction of future. I personally like predicting the future just through analytics and logic. I think it's a lot more reliable. logic and data, and I guess please don't do this. No, 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 no. The prophecy. The prophecy. Okay. Okay, he didn't. Ooh. He didn't get me. He didn't get me. But like, I think everyone can predict if they really wanted to, just by playing probability and being right like maybe even half the time, and then saying that they predicted it just to enforce the fact that they predicted it. Or like convince people that they predicted it. If you say you predicted something and you've said like this is gonna happen like maybe 5 minutes before, then you definitely told the future. I don't even know why I took that. By like a technicality. Did you know that it was gonna happen? No, but you played the odds. You said it was gonna happen, and therefore it's basically kind of like you knew it was gonna happen. You're not like some kind of psychic. You didn't exactly know it was gonna happen, but you had a pretty good chance. And I guess that is kind of like what psychics do in general. So in that kind of vein, I think we're a little bit similar. Although I hate to say it, but like it is a little bit true. I don't know. Do I want the bottle or do I want the halo? Does the halo do anything for me? I'm not going to the second floor if I do this as Mr. Bones, so I'm just gonna take the bottle. Bottle. We'll throw it at someone. We'll throw it at Lady Stradavius, probably. Ooh, funny. Look, he's a magical girl. But anyways. Let's fight Lady Stradavius. I still don't know your name. Oh. I'm playing safe, okay? Oh. Please. Okay, don't jump at her. Don't jump at her because she has, like, swords and stuff. Painful swords they are. Please don't do this to me. Almost got hit there, but it's okay. She's gonna do the scatter. Hoop. Hoop. Stop jumping so much, but we're okay. Oh. Okay, please, please, please get me out. Get me out. Get me out of there, man. Huh. But yeah, no, as I was saying, basically, don't. Yo. You have anything to say to Mr. Bones? You gotta be kidding me. No, nothing special, sadly. But yeah, no, like I could say we're gonna die in the Yomi fight because that's happened like statistically a million times, or even before. I can't even purchase any of these. Sorry, Mothwoman. Please. Like if I said we're gonna die at the Yomi fight, it wouldn't even be like a statistical anomaly, but it would still be a prediction. But that's not gonna happen because, like, don't get hurt. Yeah, that's a bad omen. That's like a red flag. You don't want to do those. But yo. I mean, it's a little bit more likely that we're gonna like explode to one of these what do you call them? Melon guys, because I've also died to the melon guys. But like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna stick with my prediction of us losing during the Yomi fight. I'm not gonna say that I want it to happen because that would be like, you know, that's a little bit of like a negative Nancy. You know what I mean? And although I am a realist, I'm not like a pessimist. You know what I mean? But like, I'm gonna try my very best to not have that happen, of course. Please don't do this to me. Please don't. I don't like these guys. Okay. I know your tricks, sir. Alright. It is actually... Oh. Almost, Sonny. Please move. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Hello, miss. How you doing? Sorry, I'm locking in, okay? I'm locking in. Oh. Thank you. Please. Oh! I didn't think I would run out of ammo. I'm so close to getting Tegan. Good for you. Good for you, Mr. Bones. Good for you. But yeah, I think the logical kind of like predictions, it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I'm not scared of it. But what I am scared of is profits. Okay, profits are insane. I know I say this not because Not because, like, you know, oh, I read the Bible. Oh, he must be, like, talking about the prophecies in the Bible or whatever. No, I actually know one. Like, when they say it came to me in a dream, it's real. It's absolutely crazy. It comes to them in a dream, and they're right about it. Okay? And it's happened on multiple occasions. Alright? Long story short, prophets are kind of just insane because they don't have a rhyme or reason. They don't measure predictability. They simply somehow get it. They simply get information from an outside source that doesn't make any sense, and they just do it. They scare the ever living like stuff out of me, legitimately. Funny thing is, that prophet also knew a psychic. Small world, and yeah. I'm not gonna divulge any more information about that, but like, just know that I know one, and it's weird, and it's very, very strange how they come to these conclusions, just in general. Oh. I'm scared of it, personally. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I have a little bit of a... I wouldn't say a supernatural past, because it really isn't my past, but it's more like the people around me have more supernatural experiences than myself. I am talking about, like, people with I am talking about, like, people with, experiences with, like, sleep paralysis demons, sure. Seeing ghosts. Stuff like... Oh. Hello, sir. Miss. Huh. And, like, other mythical creatures, but, like, I'm not really sure how much I can trust about that, to be completely honest. Am I gonna trust it? Yeah, because it was from their word of mouth, and I don't really have, like, proof against it, because I wasn't there. But, like, I don't know, it's... Oh, no, not you again, not you again, not you again, please. Whew. Sorry, I locked in. Ain't no way. Alright. Oh. But yeah. Long story short, like, logisticians, or I guess like people who predict the future via logic, they don't scare me. They're okay, okay? They make sense to me. Psychics make sense to me, but prophets are... Prophets are scary, man. Okay, prophets scare me. Like, if I didn't know a prophet, I wouldn't believe it. Is the issue. Like, I'm a very sensible person. Usually. So if something doesn't make any sense to me, and I, like, you know, can have reason against it, like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. Therefore, you have, like, there is no proof of such a concept. And therefore, it doesn't exist. But the proof is, like, in front of my face, and I know them. So... So it's like... okay, I guess throw science out the window. Throw probability and hypotheses, like, away. It's weird. Don't get me wrong. Like, legitimately, I'd rather not believe it. I'd rather, like, literally not know of this information, just in general. Yeah. But I do. And therefore, I cannot refute it. Like, I'm not... Why would he say that? Why would you say that, Mr. Bo? That's so weird. But anyways, that's gonna do it for my episode of Rabbit Hole. Hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, and/or evening, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya, see ya. Bye-bye!